I've lived at this place for about 3.5 years now, and honestly, I can't complain that much. There are a couple of small things, obviously, but that's something everybody experiences over time when they live somewhere. But one thing that has been bothering me is how my room has stayed the same for about those entire 3 years. I designed it when I moved in here, and I never really changed anything about it. I moved my TV around sometimes and got some new equipment, but that is right about it. So I was thinking, especially now that I do more YouTube, that I wanted to change up my room a bit. Make it a bit more filmable, make it more enjoyable, but also just give it an entire new atmosphere here for when people come over. So I have a nicer place to invite them to and have a nicer place to sit, because we don't have a shared living room. I live here with 2 other people, and we all have pretty big rooms, but there's no like real common space. There's just the kitchen that we share, and the bathroom and a toilet, you know, the bare necessities. But I've always wanted to have a little living area where I could invite people over and chill with my roommates. I have about 3 hours before I have an appointment to work on school. In that meantime, I have to clean up some mess because this is getting out of hand.
You're keeping me wondering.
I probably should have emptied it out first.
To be in your arms again. So give me a sign.
It makes me seriously excited how empty it is right here, right now, so I can just start off with a blank slate, and I've missed that. Holy shit. But the main reason I'm redoing this part of my room is I didn't like it anymore. I didn't love it anymore. Something I've discovered quite recently, weirdly enough, is that doing things because you love them is so insanely important. If you have the opportunity to do something you really, really love, and you're passionate and excited about, there is a phrase for a reason about do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life, or something like that. And this thing has become very true for me because I am working on my study right now. I'm finishing up my bachelor degree, but it's not something I love anymore. So I decided to do things a completely different way. I started doing YouTube again just because I love it. I have a couple ideas for next year when I'm done with my study, which do not really use my bachelor degree. And yes, the experience that I've gotten from it is extremely valuable, and I wouldn't trade or change anything about it because it is still a part of me, but it's not something I love anymore, so I'm not planning on pursuing it much further than I have so far. And maybe my opinion changes in the future, but that is a very big topic, and it's not something you can do easily. I am fortunate enough to be in a really good position to be able to do what I love and have very supportive friends and family, which again not a lot of people have, so I'm super fortunate to have that, and I'm so grateful for it. But the key thing to take away from this is do what you love, even if it's just the small things like going out and taking photographs, or even being outside for like 5 minutes, or not even going out. You should go outside. Being outside is good for you. Make sure you do something you truly love. And yeah, there are obviously things that you don't like doing that need to be done, like cleaning the kitchen, for instance. But do stuff you love, but don't do them in excess, because playing games with your friend the entire day is maybe very fun, but it's not very productive, and that's something I've learned over the years too. I think I'm really getting old. I'm derailing again. This part of my room is almost cleared out, but the main part where my bed is and where my desk is such a freaking mess right now. Hopefully I can get this done soon so I can clean that up again and get an entire clean space again, because it is way more motivating for me to work in a clean environment and not get distracted as much as I would, and being able to do whatever I want without having to clean up first, which is a major key for me right now.
Think that I'm addicted to this, can't resist.
A coupon that has been expired for 3 years. Yeah, no.
You're keeping me wondering. You know I'd do anything.
So much dust everywhere. It's also getting very warm in here.
So give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more talking to you. Here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here?
Okay.
I wanna go all in.
I successfully moved my couch to the other wall, and I am loving this so far. The blue background on the couch makes the couch stand out a bit more in a very nice way, instead of it being obtrusive. It opens the room up a bit, and it generally is such a nice space now. I am most certainly going to do more work here, work on my laptop, and just try to use this room a bit more instead of it going to waste and just being used as a storage. I'm going to start filling in my cabinet again, put my rug back, and it's getting me super excited about my own room, which hasn't happened in a while. just like I'd expected, it turned out to be a 2-day project. The first day was like basically everything I needed to do, and the second day was a lot of cleaning up and a lot of taking care of the mess I made, because it was a lot. The entire sleeping and working area, which is a weird thing to combine saying it out loud, was completely filled up with every bit of crap that I saved up over the years in this part of the room. Almost everything has a place right now, which is amazing, and I am loving this part of my room. The light that's actually lighting me up right now is situated right above my coffee area, so I have actual light when I'm making coffee when it's still dark or when it's dark already, and I couldn't be happier with how it feels here. There is a little bit less space to actually move around in, but I don't really mind that much because I never used the space to move around either way. I had an absolute blast. It's getting dark already, and I have a lot more work to do today. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos, because I'm planning on uploading a lot more throughout this year and probably next year too. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. My finger looks absolutely disgusting. I just dyed some leather, and yeah,